How about the creative way you went about selling newspapers back in the day?
Like my paper route?
Yeah.
Me and my buddy, we had a paper route together. We would go down to the 7-Eleven, put 50 cents in the paper machine, and pull every paper out of the machine. Okay? And we would be sitting there, we'd have our bikes with our, with our bags on them deliver the newspapers, and people pull up to 7-Eleven and go like, we noticed the machine was out, we had extras this morning. So we can't, 50 cents. So we'd make an extra $10 selling the Sunday papers that way.
How about the fake purses and, and the fake jeans?
So I was selling, I was making like between $1,000 and some weekends as much as $2,000. I was like the first person in Vegas with like fake Gucci bags. And then when that fell apart.
Why did it fall apart?
Because suddenly some like Asian people were there to swap me like 2 booths down from me selling their fake Gucci bags for less than I'm paying for mine. So I needed something else. So I went down to I was actually looking for cheaper bags. So I'm down in like the garment district in LA, and I saw someone on a cart with obviously fake Jordache jeans, but that's what everyone's wearing now. So, guys, and then I got in the fake jean business for a while.
And how'd that work out?
Oh, great. I was making plenty of money there for a while, and then, that sort of fell apart too. And then that's always something.
Why was being a repo man some of the most exciting work you've ever done?
You're getting to do criminal activity, illegal. I mean, you're stealing cars. I mean, just imagine the rush. I mean, repo in a car.
How about the most memorable one you had during that time?
Most memorable one was found out this guy was trying to trade his truck in that he had been like dodging everybody with, like, and everything, and like so we literally I had this big truck with a winch on it and everything like that. I drove down to I think it was like the Honda dealer or whatever like that, and drove through their back gate, backed right into their garage, put the winch up to it. Okay, winched it onto the truck, drove it out of their lot, and left. I mean, I was literally in their bay with a truck in there that they were looking at, trying to trade in.
And what are they thinking as you're doing that, or nobody saw?
No, I just walked in there like the place, like I was supposed to be there.
Why drop out of school in 10th grade?
Basically, I was making a lot of money selling fake Gucci bags, but also I was in the hospital a bunch of times. I had that little bout when I was 16. I kept ending up in the hospital with the epilepsy, and I missed a lot of school. And if you had 16 absences in a semester, I think it was, you automatically failed. And
even if you had valid reason for being sick?
Well, this was back in the day. I mean, this is, they brought me to the office, like, you keep on missing too much school, you're just gonna fail. Sign this piece of paper, go home. My parents weren't there or anything, so you just need to drop out.
And you're thinking what at the time?
Thinking like, it, I know I'm gonna make more money than these people. I don't need school. I'll figure everything out.
You had that confidence back then?
Yeah, I've always been like the most cocky I can figure it out.
And where do you think that comes from?
I don't know. But like, I've only had one job where I actually had a boss, and, I was a busboy for a month. Ended up getting fired.
Why?
Busboys get like 15% of the tips. Busboys got 2 waitresses, you get 15, you get your, one waitress, well, here, Rick, how you go? And the other one goes like, I need the money more than you do, and walked away, didn't give me my tips that day.
Huh.
So the next day, I'm like, you bust your own tables. I got fired that day.
When you came home and you tell your parents you're dropping out of school, how did they respond?
They just sort of dealt with it, yeah.
Like they were cool with it?
But I was working with my dad anyway, and like, I was confident I was going to make money, and I figured I'd just educate myself. I'm really good. Even back then, I'm reading books on physics and business and everything else like that, so I got it all figured out.
You started reading extensively when?
Oh, when I was like 7 or 8.
And like, how did that happen?
I don't know, like one of my favorite books was The Great Brain. It was about John D. Fitzgerald. It was like my favorite series of books growing up as a kid. Like, this kid's like 8 years old. He's growing up in Utah in the 1890s. And he declares to like the entire community that he has a great brain. He came up with all these different little scams and ways to make money, and there was a moral thing at the end of it, everything. But like, the great brain. I'm going like, I got a great brain too. And there was like 10 books in the series. I read all of them. I just became a voracious reader.
I think you said something like 30 years you'd read 3 to 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
Before you go to bed.
Yep. History books, science books. Just picked up the 12 most important coins in the Roman Empire. I've just read the saga of the vacuum tube.
And why?
I mean, they're what started the electronic revolution. I mean, it literally, we would. That was, we wouldn't have microchips if we didn't have vacuum tubes, and all the different the switching systems, how we were. To me, it's fascinating in my brain how they had mercury vapor rectifiers and things like that. All this crazy, but it's how we got what we got today. It's history.